Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They continually rule very well. And shalom to the whole elect that's continually laboring in this truth, that's giving all diligence and all faith, true sincerity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be the last installment of the series, the Light Bearers, in which in this one I'm going to go over the right hand side, because in the previous video I touched on the topic of the left hand side concerning the light bearers. All right, which is in the scripture where it speaks about Lucifer in the book of Isaiah chapter the 14th chapter, about Lucifer being cast down, in which these so-called Christians, they follow this cunningly devised fable that it was a general that got cast down and to hell in the bottom, in the depths of the earth. They believe it's a place called hell, in which that's not the truth. All right, but not to deviate too far off the topic. Now, concerning the light bearers on the right hand side, because this is also going into the same topic concerning balance, because the Lord deals with both sides, good and evil, righteousness and wickedness. All right, good times and bad times. All right, the Lord that's how the Lord does things. All right, and see now that wickedness, or should I say the wicked, has revealed themselves. Now it's time for the so-called, or should I say the quote-unquote underdogs, to come out and to stand up against wickedness. All right, and it's just like, if you really look at it, man, it's just like a movie. All right, it literally is just like a movie. I mean, if you go into the word God, it goes into the Greek word theos, which means, or should I say, that word theos goes into the word theater. All right, which means like a movie or a show. All right, so you have, and it's just like how a plot plays out. You got the protagonist and the antagonist. All right, so you have the story that's set, right, and then you have a build up to the climax. And now, as you're seeing, man, the climax is built right now. The times that we're in right now is building up to a climax. All right, this is why it's known as the end times. All right, the end of days. Okay, but just gonna go ahead and get into the scriptures. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 60 verse 1. It says, "Arise, shine, for thy light has come, in the glory of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai," which the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and his son's name Yahushai, who these people inwardly call God and Jesus. It says, "And the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." All right, and you're seeing that now, man. The glory of the Most High and his son is being seen upon a select few men that's out doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that's out in the highways and byways and continually teaching and to do his work. All right, so the glory is seen upon us, man. All right, we're made a spectacle, like the scriptures say. We're made a spectacle unto these people that see us, and unto the angels. All right, verse 3, it says, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light." All right, now the Gentiles, that's not talking about these other nations. All right, it's talking about the Israelites that don't know that they're Israelites. All right, because they still call themselves today Negroes, Latinos, Mexicans, Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Haitians. They still they call themselves these other aliases, these bywords, because they're known as the Gentiles. All right, so like it says right here, "And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising." All right, so that's it on that, man. All right, so the light is being shown right now, man, because the darkness has covered the whole earth. And The light bearers on the left hand side, all right, has covered this truth and spread their wicked rule across the whole entire planet Earth. All right. So the truth was suppressed for a certain time, and then, or should I say, and now is being made manifest. All right. Let me get a quick precept before I grab Matthew's chapter 5 that I got set up. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I'm starting at verse 7. It says, start at verse 6. It says, "And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth." And that's happening now. All right, that wicked has been revealed. All right. And the Lord is consuming them with the spirit of his mouth, which is through the mouth of his prophets. All right. Which we believe we're those men that were back in the ancient world that was prophesying. We're back today, starting with the apostle elders of Great Millstone on down to the rest of the brothers of the Hakim. All right. It says, "Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." All right. "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders." All right. That's the darkness that's covering the planet Earth. All right. Now, like we read back in the book of Isaiah about the darkness is the darkness covering the earth, and gross darkness the people. Okay. So it's the book of Matthew's chapter 5, and start at verse 14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid." And we are a city that's set on the hill, man. We're set on a high hill. And what are we doing on that hill? We're sounding the alarm. We're blowing the trumpet. All right. So it says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a high hill, or on a hill, cannot be hid." All right. Like I said before, man, we made a spectacle unto these people, like the scriptures say. All right. Verse 15 said, "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick." All right. And the candlestick is the camps. All right. If you go into the book of Revelations, chapter 13, it's like it, not 13, it's like it. Chapter 1, where it speaks about in the midst of the 7 candlesticks. All right. And we're those candlesticks. All right. We're those candlesticks that's set up throughout the world. All right. And the light is being shown in the darkness. All right. So reading again, it says, "Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house." All right. So, like it says in the book of Isaiah, which speaks about arise, shine, not mistaken, chapter 60, where I read from, it says the Gentiles shall come to thy light. All right. So the Gentiles, the Israelite foreigners, the one that don't know that they're Israel, they'll come to the candlestick. All right. To the house of the Most High, like it speaks about in Ecclesiastes, where it speaks about keep thy foot when I goes to the house of the Most High. All right. So this, with the camps, you're coming into the house of the Most High when you approach the camps. All right. And it's a light that's being set on the candlestick at the same time. Okay. Now, verse 16, it says, "Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works." And see, that's why we out on the highways and byways, man. All right. So that everyone can see our good works. Okay. Read 9 says, "And glorify your Father which is in heaven." So that's why the main platform is the highways and byways, on the streets, the street corners. in the midst of the people so they can see our good works. All right. So moving on from there, I want to get Job chapter 18, verse 5. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. All right. You see, that's happening right now, man. The light of the wicked is being put out by the different camps that are set up. All right. This is a spiritual attack on Esau. All right. The wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right. So it says the light of wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine, because the Lord, like we read in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, the Lord is consuming them with the spirit of his mouth. All right. Verse 6, it said, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. All right. So the light of the wicked is being put out. Like I said before, man, these elites, so-called elites, the bankers, they're the light bearers on the left-hand side. All right. And their light is being put out by the righteous light, the light bearers on the right-hand side. All right. Now, verse 7 said, the steps of his strength shall be straight, and his own counsel shall cast him down. All right. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. Now, I went over in the previous video about how Esau sets up all these different laws and unrighteous decrees, and does things in secret. They plan out things in secret, these different projects and stuff that they got set up against us. The same things that he planned is gonna come back and bite him, man. All right. So with that, that pretty much ends the video. This lesson. Lord willing, y'all can was edified with this video. And till next time, this in the series of the light bearers. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honor to the apostles, the great millstone, every will. Shalom to the hopefully elect that's continually working. Shalom.